Even I don't know how to help him. Hello and welcome, this is Giraffe Reaction Zone, and the time has come. The culmination point, I do believe one of the very first combination points is Luffy versus the strongest guardian, the strongest person inside the Impel Down, the warden of Impel Down, Magellan. Yes, first encounter, maybe last encounter. There is a poison man. Luffy cannot touch him. Luffy, what he can even do. So I'm not gonna spoil you here. Definitely check out the reaction. Then we're gonna go to the power level section, ladies and gents. Two guardians also from level 2 and JEWELRY BONNEY joining the power level section. So definitely check it out and enjoy. Episode 433, let's go! So we're having a barrage of attacks from Mr. 2 and Luffy straight away with a sweet blue goris. Yeah, he just spinning! Such a step! Prisoner number E8200, Pirate Buggy the Clown! Prisoner number D0464, whatever that means. Agent Goldino, aka Mr. 3, yes. Prison number C9915. Baroque's worked agent Bentham, aka Mr. Duboncle. Bentham, yeah, I've heard that his Boncle is not his true name. They just having a fun now. Nobody can stop them, yeah? So there's another stairs are disconnected from the first three. How deep that stairs can go. So they coming back because they told Ace already whatever they need to say, and Boa is coming back. She's not gonna pick up Luffy back as no? Yeah, now is the moment. If she's gonna have her shackles off, is she gonna say for Luffy she's gonna fight, or is she's gonna leave him here? The truth is, if Ace gonna be freed, obviously he will be a major force to help. There was a report of an intruder. Now that we have Warden Magellan in command, I assume that will be over soon. So she is aware of his power, you don't get caught, Luffy. She's still cheering for Luffy, but what, she's leaving? To break out the riot, yeah. Well, Blue Goris can deal with the level 2 prisoners? Ooh, that's lame. That's lame. Who's her? Why is she having such a... Is that ears? Is she a human? Is he a devil fruit eater or what? The 4 demons, yeah? Of the Impel Down. Minotaurus. Okay, he's on level 3 where Luffy is, yeah? Is this the same thing? I don't know, the Minotaurus as the one who was beating up the warlord Jinpei when on the face, isn't it? It's the same silhouette. Summon all the other forces to Impel Down to level 4. If they beat Minotaurus, they will be in his hand. Interesting. So he's gonna wait for him on level 4. Ooh, that's a problem. So they're having a demon here. Let's see how strong is that demon. Looks like they're gonna meet in a moment. Yeah. The Minotaurus, yeah. So what's gonna happen now? End of the episode or what is the songs? Ooh, attacking straight away. Luffy dodges easily. Ain't that good then, if Luffy can dodge in his base. Cold-blooded demon guard, okay. A monster that tosses people around like garbage. Looks so lame. Demon guard Minotaurus. Fast! Mr. 2! Whoa! Yeah, even Luffy cannot avoid it, really. He's tough and he's not waiting, he's not losing time like for talking or something, he's just straight on a mission. Wow. Okay, wow. Gear 2 straight away, yeah. Luffy base have no chance. Let's see. Bazooka straight away. Can he withstand that? Alright, he's ending flying. He has to go all out. But one punch looks like it was enough. Is he coming back? Yeah, he toyed with him. Watch your step. Hot like an iron pot. Holy moly. Oh, Mr. 2 can withstand that hot? This is level 4, the burning heat hell. But they make through the guard. The Minotaurus. Looks like he's not coming back. It's good. Yeah, who's that? Yeah, tell me. Imprisoned on a baseless charge. He knows as Iwa-san, so it's not crocodile, that's good. He's a queen of Kamabaka Kino, the pink paradise of the grand... He is who? Sanji is in luck that he didn't met the king of that. And then he's alright. He can manage. So he is a queen. A queen. Definitely Kamabaka Kimo. Who's that? Minotaurus again? He found those two. Yeah, Luffy's happy. He knows he can one-punch him. But surprisingly, he can stood up. But he didn't come back after Luffy, so he gave up on Luffy. But they stopped feeling the heat. That's good. Yeah, that wasn't that impressive, Buggy. Gonna get caught by Minotaurus, mate. There's this big and powerful cannonball. Smaller without reducing its power. Okay. Don't tell me you have it here, but still, that wasn't that much impactful. Oh, hidden in a shoe. Nicely done. So you had actually some cards to play. Piece of cake. Yeah. Looks like that's not much for the Minotaurus. Now it's hell Minotaurus. Oh, he got beaten badly now. He's still standing though. But he's already over almost. Holy moly. The combo attacks to finish him off. Rifle. Back from base now. Yeah, no need to go gear 2 now anymore. That's it. Not that tough though. But full health, he forced Luffy to go gear 2 though. So it's not an easy feat to accomplish. Nicely done, guys. Still on level 4 there's Magellan, isn't it? So what is gonna happen now? What you planning? Are you gonna stay yourself in the best shape possible until Luffy saves you? Keep yourself to shape as Ace. We are coming. Luffy is coming and he has friends. He can get even more friends if needed. So yeah, that's the first episode. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. Smash that button like that. Yes, one of the 4 guard for the Minotaurus, the 4 like, I don't know what was the monsters or whatever it was called. Minotaurus, tough guy, tough monster. For sure. However, you know, it was just a brief moment for gear 2 and the monster is basically down. So that is the level. I'm gonna put it on my board in a moment to make the power level section later on whenever we come time for that. So far, let's enjoy ourselves another episode. Episode 434. Let's go. Uh-oh. It's a problem. Yeah, just let them go, no worries. Maybe later they're gonna help you somehow. Buggy in the end of the day. Sailing is rising. Yeah, typical Luffy. Yeah, level 4 is coming, baby. Then shut up. He's the weakest out of all of the 4 anyway. But I do believe the smartest. The burning heat hell. How they can maintain such a fire? I mean, with that rate, they will not have many prisoners left. Must be tough though. Who's that? Another one down. Mr. One! All of the baroque works we're gonna see, yeah? Red-haired, what? We got a report that red-haired had run in the New World. Okay. Who did he fight against? It's Kaido of the 4 Emperors. Ooh. If that red-haired intercepted Kaido and stopped him from attacking Whitebeard. It wasn't a large battle. So, Whitebeard is going to attack Marineford. Kaido was trying to stop him and attack it, and on his way he got stopped by the red hair. If I'm not mistaken, red hair is Shanks, and he's also one of the 4 emperors. So literally 3 emperors making a move. Who's the 4th one? What's gonna do the 4th one? What's gonna do Dragon? If A is gonna be executed, isn't it? The world is gonna shape out in a new way now. Beyond our control, yeah, definitely, mates. No way that we can avoid the war. Definitely you cannot avoid the war. But sadly, you're having upper hand to win an all-out battle. definitely. The strongest pirate crew in the world. Interesting. Other sides as all forces of the navy, including 3 admirals. That's already a hell of strength. The 7 warlords, yeah, they tough as well. How strong is Bloody Uncle? The war will become a history. Yep. Demon guards are all here, yeah. So the remaining 3 demons, yeah? They beaten the Minotaurus. What? He made a toilet there? Holy shit. They didn't smell it at all, yeah? We would have gone to level 3. You could! It would be easier for Luffy. Are always lasting for blood. I mean, my Minotaur got lost. They look tough as well, actually. Demon Guard, Mino Koala, yeah. All of them are weird. This guy is funny though. If they would just fall from here. They just gonna fall from here. Okay, half episode and they just simply falling. This situation really stinks. Level 3 and level 5, yeah? Leads to level 3 by Hannibal, alright. So the riot from level 2 probably is finished, isn't it? By the other guy, the salmon guy. What is more important than anything else? Oh! Another dump. Where he's going? Kitchen! Oh, full up, yeah. Interesting. So it's gonna be a fight finally on level 4. They got discovered. Pacing slowed down by a lot, actually. Normally on each floor also Luffy gains some kind of help from somebody. So who's gonna join Luffy from level 4? Highly unlikely it's gonna be Mr. 1. Well, there must be somebody else. How the other guys can resist that heat? What he's now doing? He's gonna go for Luffy, I guess. What else can he do? Yeah, it's him. So Warden meeting Luffy, yeah, it's bad. Poison Man. That's the end of the episode. I was really hoping that A is gonna help to beat that Warden. Looks like the trap works well, and now Luffy has to face Poison Man. That's no good. There's also Mr. 2, but this is not gonna be a big help, I do believe, because already the Minotaur was way too much for him. So Luffy, you better get lucky. Magellan is already pissed. He was dealing with Boa Hancock. Boa Hancock should take more time out of Magellan than maybe because she got him into her shackles easily. Maybe when she got the handcuffs out when she was doing that, you know, convincing them to her, if you know what I mean, they can turn them into the stone. Boa would be unstoppable here. But she left. Garp left. Literally nobody left. Are they all thinking that Luffy can handle whole Impel Down by itself? Okay, he dealt with Enies Lobby, but they already know he is tough. On Enies Lobby, he was a rookie. Let's have high hopes for Luffy. Another episode. Episode 435, let's go. So we are getting Luffy and Magellan in the same spot. So it's the hot going to everybody then. He's the Warden, yeah. Tell us about his abilities. Venom fruit, okay. The last person you wanna fight. Gotcha. He's still treating him as a rookie, really? Ruining my reputation as a warden. No way that you can save him and get out of Impel Down. I mean, if you will just run, the strongest person is basically here. Yeah, if Luffy gonna get caught, it's gonna be a madness. You can't even touch him. Ooh. The demon guards and their commander are guarding the staircase to level 5. So the level 3 is the least guarded, yeah? I guess, unless the Vice Warden is also strong, I don't know. So beating him is not enough. What he is doing? He can make more! He just got his own people. Wow. Paralytic neurotoxin. They cannot... So if I correct, they cannot touch him. So what kind of devil fruit it is? Is it Logia? They cannot touch him, and whenever they touch him, they gonna get the lethal poison, yeah? So what's... The only way is to run, isn't it? What? Fire can destroy it? Oh, it got destroyed. Gas. Poison gas, yeah? Wow. So he cannot touch him. All attacks are lethal, literally. How to beat this guy? I don't know, man. This is the first time when I actually have no idea how to beat the guy. Any kind of, you know, reasonable. Maybe Haki, if he can pull that one out. I don't know if Haki even will like input the weapons would have, but he have no even weapons. He already have a bad vision. I would give him my glasses if that would help. Yeah, the rock is melting even. We having a problem, guys. I don't know what to do. I don't know how Luffy can get out of this mess. Yeah. Looks like fighting is not help at all. Fucking that's all what he can do. Cheer him up. He's spinning for you. I don't know how to help him. Maybe throw some rocks at him, but if he's a Logia, cannot do much. What you can do? What he can do? Maybe knives will be alright, but how he can get like just grab some weapon maybe and give it to Luffy. Weapons. I mean, I'm not sure weapons would be even worse, but or at least stay alive to help him when the time is crucial. Oh, he touched him. Just run, Luffy. He's breaking. He's breaking. Bonkray is breaking. The goat is breaking. I don't know what I can help. What I can give it to him. Tell me. I'm gonna do it. Baggy can do anything. Maybe Wax? Wax can create a weapon, but weapon it's melting in 3 seconds. Don't tell me it's gonna be another Kizaru thing. They need to make something. But there are also prisoners to level 4. Maybe they can do something against Magellan. Just let them free. There is Mr. 3 here, isn't it? What, he wants to fight them? I'm confused. What you gonna do? I'm counting on Luffy at this point. I have no idea what can happen. But maybe burn the poison somehow? Well, he's gonna punch him and take the least minimum damage, yeah? Give you my arms. So he's gonna go with bazooka. Yeah, jet bazooka. Alright, is jet bazooka enough? It definitely ain't that strong. Crazy animation. Ooh, he felt it. So he's not a Logia. But his arms. Apparently that's lethal. That's it. Wow, Luffy had no option just to fight. If he's gonna be dead, so at least try and give him some punches so the hair blows. Maybe she should go gear 3, make his hands big enough, then the amount of poison will be smaller than he keeps shrinking. Maybe I'm just guessing at this point. I would really think that Mr. 2 bring him some kind of weapon, long range attack that he can use it because I was thinking he's a Logia and he will not melt it. But looks like he's feeling it. Maybe he's not even a Logia there. Very interesting indeed. Magellan's putting all of his mind because his position is even on the line as a Hannibal, his vice warden, told. So loads of things are on the line for Luffy, his life of Ace, literally everybody. Boa departed, Garp departed, which is a shame. When Garp is happy, but Luffy's gonna get caught. And what you gonna be like, have left Garp if Luffy will be put into prison? Then what Garp gonna do? The same? Just go visit Luffy and that's it and let him be executed? Still don't know what Garp is playing, but I'm surely not believing that Garp gonna let Ace be executed actually. I don't want to believe that. He is too good as a I really see him as a good person because he's just laughing, he's just not taking things seriously. And Magellan, yeah, you know, I was really thinking that Luffy somehow can sneak to level 5 and free Ace, and then Ace because he has a Logia type, so he can do the fire, can do throw. If not, free also Crocodile, this Jinbe guy, whoever else there is, let's break through the Magellan. Definitely somebody has the devil fruit to oppose Magellan poison, isn't it? It's so many people there. Even Mr. 1 was shown for a purpose there. It's not gonna just, oh, he's dead and okay, Luffy's done. Okay, bye-bye, Mr. 1. No, he's definitely gonna have some key role here. That's what I'm believing. Otherwise, why? Because if they show Mr. 1, why they not show Arlong before, isn't it? I don't know. It's really confusing. I don't know what to think, literally. And what Dragon gonna do? Because he's supporting Luffy from behind, I do believe, as a father should. Unless he's also like Garp-like and he don't give a damn. I don't know. But what I do know, we're having a power level section. Let's go! And welcome to the power level section. So we're gonna have standard 3 characters in this video. First one we're gonna go very quickly, very briefly. It's a prison guard Mantis. Some of you saying this is also a filler character. Another character is gonna be a prison guard Basilisk, the giant beast from level 2. And finally we're gonna go to the main character of this power level section, JEWELRY BONNEY. Yes, but before that, I just want to remind you quickly about the rules what we're having here. So basically we're having a 3 rules which we judging all of our characters' strength, which first of all is if a character can win with another character within a 1 punch, that means the character is twice stronger. If the character can win a fight without fighting seriously, 1 punch or not, he is 10 times stronger. And if the character can win with a 1 punch and at the same time not fighting seriously, he's 20 times stronger. In case when we cannot apply any of the rules but the fight is concluded, the winner's minimum strength is gonna be either maximum, minimum or average strength of the guy who loses the fight. It all depends how much wounded is the winner. Let's go back to video now. Starting off from the Mantis, there was an encounter when the Mantis was first introduced, immediately shattered Cat's Buggy, but Buggy normal person with a Buggy strength would probably defeat it because of that, simply because Buggy had his Devil Fruit, he was able to survive, which is why minimum strength of Mantis, I'm gonna put maximum strength of Buggy, which is 400, simply because, you know, he would, if not for his Devil Fruit, he would be done for. So minimum strength of Mantis is gonna be 400. In case of maximum strength of Mantis, I'm sure that Mantis will win eventually, which is why I put minimum strength of Buggy for 400, but simply this 1 punch and 1 attack fail on Buggy, I'm gonna put maximum strength of Mantis as twice as much of Buggy, which is 650. So that's gonna be the Mantis maximum strength. And obviously this gives, ladies and gents, to the outstanding performance, outstanding strength of 525. And that's it. Case closed. I told you it's gonna be quick. Next is Prison Guard Basilisk, also from level 2. So minimum strength of the Basilisk. So just the thing that Luffy has to go gear 3. Because he wants to win it quickly. That was his phrasing. Of course, in my opinion, it is way overkill. However, what I want to say here, because he wants to win quickly, I mean Luffy wanted to win with a 1 punch. Simply because he went other gear means his Bay form is unable to beat Basilisk with a 1 punch win quickly, which we can estimate that he is at least half strong of Luffy base, so minimum strength is gonna be half of Luffy, 353. In case of maximum strength of Basilisk, Luffy was running, he wasn't going gear 2 or gear 3 from the very start. That proves that Basilisk cannot beat Luffy with a 1 punch either. I'm talking about Luffy base. And I'm not gonna go to gear 3 because that was, in my opinion, way overkill. So because Basilisk cannot deal with Luffy when Luffy is in his base, I'm gonna put maximum strength of Basilisk as twice as much as Luffy base, which is 1412. And that gives, ladies and gents, the average strength of the Basilisk as 883. And yes, that's gonna be case closed. And now we are going to the toughest justification for this series for me so far. It is JEWELRY BONNEY. I was postponing her for so long, and eventually I have to do something about it, so now is the time. So let's do this. Minimum strength of JEWELRY BONNEY. The only encounter which I will be focusing on with Bonnie is that her encounter with Zoro when Zoro was trying to slash one of the Celestial Dragons. Yes, so Celestial Dragons was shooting to Zoro, Zoro was avoiding easily and he wanted to finish him off. Now Zoro, I want to focus a little bit on Zoro here. Zoro wasn't fighting seriously at this point, and on top of that he wasn't using a name attack, he just drew sword and sliced him. So because he wasn't fighting seriously here and he wasn't using a named attack with his one sword side, I'm not gonna say he's using his 33% of his strength when he was fighting with one sword, because that's how I'm justifying the Zoro. One sword 33%, two swords was 50%, three swords it was 66%, and obviously with this bandana on his head it's full power. However, the requirement is that he's gonna use a name attack when he uses one or two or three swords. He doesn't, which means he wasn't simply serious at that point. He was simply avoiding it, and then he wanted to slice him with a sword without name attack, which means I'm taking full strength of Zoro and dividing them by 10, because 10 times weaker is when you're not fighting seriously, which basically means 10%. So that kind of Zoro strength is 510. So JEWELRY BONNEY easily go at front of Zoro, took him out, make all of the preparations, spent some ketchup or tomato juice or whatever to look like a blood, and then make an act. Which means she was faster than unserious Zoro. At this point Zoro was basically on the ground. We know kind of Bonnie is a devil fruit because she can make people into the child like she did with the Marines. If she uses her devil fruit, she wins instantly, right? And that would be one punch win, right? She will just either change it into the kid or into grown up. Insta win. When she will start to use her devil fruit to win the fight, I do believe this is fighting seriously. I'm gonna say this is simply one punch win. That means she is at least twice stronger than current Zoro, what we're talking about. And Zoro had 510, means Bonnie's minimum strength is gonna be 1020, because she could stop unserious Zoro, and if she would just use her devil fruit, this is a one punch win. Now let's speak about her maximum strength, and this is extremely tough and tricky, because this devil fruit is on the similar understanding like, for example, Miss Valentine from Baroque Works, the supporter of Mr. 5, who was having a kilo fruit, which means she could change her weight at will, and with the every next kilogram increase, her strength technically increased. The only problem with Miss Valentine, when I justified back then, was speed and accuracy. Mainly accuracy, because she was attacking Zoro, she failed miserably. Zoro wasn't even paying least attention. If she would connect, the strength, the attack would be devastating. But if she cannot connect at all, I will not treat that as an additional strength. And this is the same with Bonnie application, because she can turn people to kids or very old people only if she can target them. Because and I do believe this is a matter of speed, I might be wrong, but speed and how fast she can pull her attack, which is why her maximum strength might be really controversial, because if she will use it, for example, of one of the Admiral and connect it, that's an insta win. But again, I'm gonna be based everything on what I've seen in the anime, so we're gonna back to Zoro. So now, unserious Zoro. The question is, if she wouldn't use her devil fruit, means she will not fight seriously at that point. Would she win? And I'm not even treating here as a one punch or not, simply not fighting seriously. Would she win with Zoro at that time? And this is, in my opinion, without using her devil fruit, highly unlikely. So Bonnie is definitely not 10 times stronger than unserious Zoro. And that gives maximum strength of her as 5000 100 or 599 exactly like Zoro. So her devil fruit giving her massive advantage in strength only if she can connect. Her average strength is 3060 and that's it. Case closed. Let's go to our list. There we are. Position 66 is a prison guard mantis with a strength of 525 and I don't know if it's a she or not, or a he. I don't know that. Anyway, it's above, ladies and gents, Sanji. It's literally a Sanji level, which is really surprised because what the mantis show in the anime, they literally ignore her. But on the other side, you know, when she got it from behind Baggy, that was all over on Baggy. So yeah, that's the strength. The difference is very minimal because, you know, 10% is 52 if we want to say, and the difference between them is 15. So I would say it's around 3% difference. So the fight can go either way. Sanji's maximum strength is stronger, so if obviously that's Sanji before the double jumble to make it clear, yeah, that's East Blue Sanji. I do believe the advantage is slightly on the Sanji side still because the maximum strength of Sanji is a little bit greater. However, that can go either way. It's very equal fight. It's just below Big Pan and Tony Chopper with his Rumble Ball. Big Pan is actually having the same amount of strength, and we saw how Big Pan actually fought with Sanji, but I would give Big Pan clearly an advantage in that fight. But yeah, that kind of a strength. But this is the least interesting character. Let's go to the next one. So position 47 is a prison guard Basilisk, which is classified in the top 50. I told they are Grand Line Monster and faster than a bullet, both Mantis and Basilisk. It is really strong, especially when Basilisk is within top 50. No wonder why all prisoners from level 2 were afraid of it, and yeah, that's what it is. It is just above the Mr. One Dustbone, so if we put Basilisk inside the cage, lock it in a Impel Down, it would be on level 4, ladies and gents. He is still weaker than Frankie. It is very similar strength to Frankie, literally less than 1% of strength difference. So that's the character what we are talking here. So Luffy, when he wants to go quick, let's say he would be fighting with Frankie and he wants to finish that battle really quick, he will go gear 3 because otherwise he wouldn't beat that. Let's go to our final character, JEWELRY Bonnie, position 37 with a strength of 3060, just above Jumper. Difference is colossal, I would say. It's almost 20%. I would say something like 18% stronger JEWELRY Bonnie. So yeah, then you're having Ryuma and the weakest giants, Oimo and Kashi. That's what we have. But she will have a tough time to fight Jabra and Kaku, the mid-level of CP9. Yeah, the strength is literally 10. CP9 have 10% of strength advantage. Not to mention, in my opinion, they are also faster. So JEWELRY Bonnie for now, it's actually looking as the weakest of the 11 supernovas. At this point, all of the other supernovas are way stronger actually. Yeah, the second weakest supernova at this point we having Killer with a strength of 5,500, almost 504,000. It is very tough for Bonnie to push it. And she was very cautious. Yes, she wasn't fighting Pacifista, she wasn't fighting Admiral. Even though she was playing Marines, still she wasn't even interested at looking at Admiral like, for example, Apu does. So yeah, she know her place, let's say that way, and yeah, she just quickly ran out to the safe spot. So that's it for today. I hope you guys like it, I hope you guys enjoyed, and see you in the next video. Ta-da!